Mr. Gorton, this has been a very considerable swing. Why has it happened?
I suppose there's a whole variety of reasons why it should have happened. Some people, no doubt, would have in their minds that 23 years is long enough for a party to be in government. I suspect this affected them in some ways. I think, and Don Chipp will expand on this, that perhaps there were some problems facing the government which were difficult and required a grasping of a nettle, and the government didn't do it quite strongly enough. There were a number of attractive ideas propounded by the opposition, all a variety of matters.
Were there leadership problems, sir?
Other people have got to answer that, not me.
Would you see leadership problems as being a part of what in fact happened tonight?
I think the problem goes back 3 years. I pay a great tribute to Mr. Whitlam for his outstanding victory. But governments don't lose elections, or opposition don't lose elections. Don't win them. It's the other way around. And I think we began to lose this election when we started a squabble among ourselves 2 or 3 years ago. And then there were issues brought up, nettles that we should have grasped that were right, but we didn't go on with them because we thought we'd offend people. And this is what the business of government is about. If you believe something is right, you do it, and then you justify it to the people. Problems are not solved by sweeping them under the carpets. And I would think in opposition, because I believe Mr. Whitlam will have an enormous number of problems. Our first situation, our task, is to regroup, become cohesive, and be a positive and aggressive opposition, not a destructive one, but one to show that liberalism really is something worthwhile in Australia today, not socialism. That's the task of the future.
Well, if there are electoral changes in terms of the Constitution, how difficult a job might it be for you to return to government?
Well, if Mr. Whitlam carries out what he suggests he'll carry out, it'll be extraordinarily difficult. But an opposition, when we're in it, we'll make it very difficult for him to do those things because he hasn't got a mandate for them. And I believe those sort of proposals, first past the post, doing away with preferential voting, are against the overwhelming wishes of the Australian people. Of this I'm quite sure.
Mr. Gorton, how do you see your future now in politics?
I see my future as a member of a constructive opposition, propounding ideas which are new ideas, criticising the proposals of the government, and I hope playing a significant part in that task.
Could you see yourself playing a leadership part in that task?
I could see myself, in my own mind, contending for it, but it would depend entirely on my colleagues, and it's entirely up to them. But whether it eventuated that way or whether it didn't, I would still consider myself acting for the good of Australia and trying to get this government, or the previous government, the previous philosophy of the previous government, updated and brought back.
Thank you, Mr. Gorton. Mr. Chairman.